Hello there. It's another October, and African families in the UK is celebrating Black History in the UK. Throughout this month, we will be sharing with you in a podcast series activities lined up to acknowledge Black icons and celebrate their remarkable achievements. I am Gertrude, and today I have with me Godwin Dawudu, a community ambassador with African families in the UK. You're welcome, Godwin.
Thank you very much, Gertrude.
Good. So we're going straight to a few questions. Can you share with me who you are?
My name is Godwin Dawudu. I'm the program lead for the African families in the UK. I look after most of the programs here in the UK in the African families, and the Black History Month is one of those programs.
Why is Black History Month important, especially in the UK today?
History is always written by the winner all the time, and due to the history of colonization in the African continent and the south of the Sahara, consider south of the Sahara, we've never had a complete history of the African continent and people of African ancestry in the global north. So the global north have decided to recognize a month where African history will be rewritten accurately and presented to the world as world history.
Amazing. I know every year the Black History Month is celebrated with a theme. What's the theme for this year's celebration?
The theme for this year is Black British Excellence. So what we're trying to do there is to try to show people that there have been Black presence in the United Kingdom for a very long time, and they have contributed to many of the successes that we all enjoy today. And so the opportunity is to give them the recognition that has been denied for a very long time.
Amazing. What role should schools, media, and local communities play in ensuring Black history is celebrated all year round, not just in October?
Well, yeah, it's not the Black history cannot just be for one month of the 12 months of the year, but the 1 month is a beginning to give the Black history an opportunity to catch up with the rest of the sort of histories of the world, because it's not just Black history; it is world history, and it's important that it is known by everyone. This year, we're focusing on exhibitions, but particularly with schools. The schools is the cradle for education, and if students begin to know from that young age, as adults, their reaction towards diversity will be totally different from what we have today.
Amazing, amazing stuff. So going forward, what changes would you like, if there are any, to see in how the UK honors and acknowledges Black contribution to its history and future? Is there anything?
Yeah, there has been recognition of Black contribution within the last 20 years. But what the Black History Month intends to do is to showcase history that have been denied, history that have been whitewashed, to coin a phrase. What I mean by that have been denied, those individuals have been responsible for that achievement that is being created. So what we're trying to do this year is to ensure that local governments, community groups like ours, schools, be, do something tangible on during that month, so that when they engage members of the public can either see an exhibition, be invited to an exhibition, there will be leaflets and information that has to do with Black History Month. So the idea is just about educating people, because we believe that when you know better, you tend to do better.
Which one Black in the past or present has been a model that inspires you personally? Would you want to share?
It's not just one person. There are quite a few people, but I will give you one example because it has to do with education. His name is Professor Sheikh Anta Diop. is a Senegalese physicist and anthropologist. He was the one who eventually showed the rest of the world that ancient Egypt were black people, not the current occupants of the land. That all of the ancient artifacts and all of the ancient civilization were done by Nubian black African people. And because of his education as a physicist and an anthropologist, he was able to prove this position scientifically.
Finally, Godwin, I know African families in the UK champion the cause of ethnic minority, especially the Black and migrant community. What does the celebration of the Black history mean for African families in the UK as a CIC?
Because African families in the UK has the enviable duty of providing resource, information, and guidance to people of minority ethnic communities, particularly of African heritage, so that they can navigate their third lived experience. A people without knowledge of their history will be told anything about who they are. So part of the support that we give to these communities, particularly communities of African heritage, is to say to them, you have contributed to this world, you have contributed in a great way to the way the world is today. And the contribution of your ancestors needs to be recognized. So as we go about our community activism, we use history to bring pride into the lives of these individuals.
Thank you very much, Godwin, for your time and for sharing these insightful thoughts about the Black history. And thank you for listening to today's podcast. We will be back with some more on Black history. Bye.